turn out to be pants. But
I think I could put money on it.
I have faith in Jeff Goldblum. When was the last bad movie Jeff Goldblum made?
The Fly?
This in the 70s? How dare you?
Cats and Dogs. Apparently he was in Cats and Dogs.
Oh, I don't.
Is that Revenge of Kitty Galore or the first one?
Oh, wow. Producer Joe knows his bad movies.
He knows his Goldblums. Get your Goldblums out, Joe. We also saw Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them trailer.
I missed that one.
Harry
I was
Potter's...
having a wee.
You having a wee since last week? Or?
It was a big wee.
Okay. Well,
is it good?
It wasn't anything particularly special. I mean, the one thing that really stood out to me about this trailer is that it was
got Daniel Radcliffe in it.
Yes, but the main thing was that it was all doing its Harry Potter universe thing, and then it got to the end, where the big title comes up, the big metallic logo, and it's like the trailer suddenly remembered, oh no, we don't have a theme tune. We don't have a jingle. Like da 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 da. That didn't happen, and it just sort of went. Okay. Yeah. Hopefully, you come up with one of those by the time the film's out.
I've got time still.
Yeah,
but no, it's just Harry Potter and the quest for more money, as far as I'm concerned.
It is,
no
isn't
real
it?
interest.
I mean, this is going to happen. I mean, how long until we're in, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them 3 Part 1?
Yeah,
it's like, come on, give us a break.
Also, you'd struggle to fit anything more than that in a tweet. If it was Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them Part 3, like Revenge of the Fantastic Beasts, you're like that. I'm going to see that film. You wouldn't be able to tweet about it. There'd be
no, it would be abbreviated, like they do with Have I Got News for You on BBC One.
Like,
in fact, we should probably start doing that.
WTF.
We can start doing that.
What?
With Are You Sitting Comfortably?
Ask. That just makes it sound like something's gone wrong with your underwear, as you said that.
It did. Some comedies as well.
I'm surprised you're wearing any underwear.
Why are you surprised?
Because you're a filthy little tart.
No, I don't go no commando, whatever you call it.
Do you know whatever I call it? Yes.
Because don't you just find that all day you're experiencing
over it? Yeah.
You're experiencing.
I do trip over it quite a lot.
You're experiencing too much
movement.
No, too much friction. Yeah.
Oh.
Anyway, there are some comedies, comedy trailers.
Yeah, let's stop talking about your genitals just for a minute, please.
Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
I'm actually looking forward to that. Tina Fey doing a reporter in the Middle East. She has a wee in the trailer.
This looks far better to me than Sisters ever did.
Yes, although I still want to see Sisters. We're probably not going to cover it because it's out now.
Well, there's
and
just
it's Christmas,
so much good stuff out.
Yeah.
In one go.
Exactly.
And How to Be Single, which is another comedy. Which, to be honest,
that's Rebel Wilson, isn't it?
Needn't be made.
It's probably going to be. It's just Rebel Wilson doing what she does. I think all they've done with that film, the whole premise was, hey, Rebel, go have a weekend away in New York. We'll film you. Just go mental. And that's probably what they've done. And, she's no Michelle Gomez. I don't want to watch her doing that, but I probably will because it's probably got some funny one-liners in it that I can steal and use for myself because no one else will watch it and everyone will think I'm really witty.
You shouldn't reveal these cunning plans behind your
bugger.
Apparently unique one-liners. What was I going to say? So, yes, are you feeling good about 2016, or do you think that so much has been splooged in 2015 that 2016 is going to be a bit of a dud? Are you excited to be doing another year of Are You Sitting Comfortably?
I'm halfway down my second cocktail. I'm tingling. I'm having an amazing time. Merry Christmas, everybody. I started drinking at 11:30 today.
We're edging ever closer to our Christmas special.
There is a Christmas special on the way.
We're asking the question, who said?
Where's my next drink? Oh, what question are you asking?
I don't have a womb.
Oh, yes.
Any ideas? Who said?
I don't have a womb.
Ooh.
I don't have a womb.
Honestly, no. Is it? I'm going to go out on a limb here. I don't know why we say out on a limb because what we mean is out on a branch.
Do we?
We're talking about trees.
Well, a branch is a limb of a tree.
I know, that's why I say out on a limb. Oh. Good Lord, do excuse me. I don't know what that was.
Be the drinking.
Yes. Is it in any way, tenuously, possibly linked to today's main film, What is the Star Wars?
I'd say yes, it is. It is.
Can I hear it once more time, please?
Once more time.
I don't have a womb.
I want to say Mike Myers, but...
No, it isn't.
No.
I can promise you that.
Oh.
Okay, so we're going to play some John Williams, and then we are
Excellent.
going to roll up our sleeves and delve right into the land,
Elbow deep.
into a galaxy far, far away, long, long ago, whatever that is.
Oh, good lord.
Right, so The Falcon by John Williams. Here we go.
Oh, I just love that little twiddly, twiddly, twiddly at the end there. It's just, it's good, isn't it?
Yes, for about the first 10 minutes of Star Wars, it was pretty much the John Williams show. Nothing else was happening. It was sort of like a screensaver of
But
space things happening to John Williams.
But we both love John Williams, so that's fine.
Yeah.
And I love Star Wars.
Yeah, I know, but anyway. Yes, so I suppose we're going to have to get this done now.
Go on then.
Right.
Go
okay.
on then.
Well,
I'm
just
going to bite my tongue. I want to hear you say it.
just
I want to hear
so-
you say all the words.
just so that our listeners are aware, we do have an innocent bystander in the studio. So we are definitely going to have to be on best behaviour, because this man will probably murder us if we severely spoil to any
He's
huge degree.
waving a spoon,
Our,
which is both inventive and terrifying. So, Producer Joe, we will do our very, very best to keep this as spoiler-free
Now, look,
as
there are
possible.
now come on. We have to be reasonable, because there are certain large things that are definitely, I mean, you and I both know, cannot be spoiled.
Some things happen.
Yes, but there are smaller things which I am going to have to raise an issue with. But overall, I was very excited.
Let's first do overall before we
Yes.
get into any details. And
In
anything
fact,
like that.
in
So
fact,
let's talk.
Would you like to do 30 seconds worth of what it's about?
Oh, I don't. Yes. All right. Fine.
Okay, so in 3, 2, 1.
So, Star Wars: The Force Awakens is the next episode in the Star Wars saga, set after the end of Star Wars 6, which was Return of the Jedi, and it plays a lot of the same themes of family and good versus evil, and what that means, and where you stand and what's happening. And there are lasers and lightsabers and explosions, but there's also more than that. There's people, and there's a heart to it, and it's interesting, and it's got robots.
Right, now it's my turn.
Are you going to do 30 seconds?
I'm
as
going
well?
to do 30 seconds.
I can tell from the look on your face that you could do this in 5. But go on, I want you to fill all 30 seconds.
It's A New Hope.
It's not though, is it?
It's A New Hope.
I've seen A New Hope, and everyone looks a lot younger in it for a start.
Overall, I was very excited. I wanted to love it. I did, because there's a huge space in my heart for science fiction. But I am going to steer clear of this after this. But it reminded me why I like Farscape. It's very obvious. Give me something new. Give me something new. Please, do something new. I was sitting there thinking, when are you going to do something new? I'd like some character development with my explosions. Please, we've got these interesting new people who have showed up, who have potentially interesting stories. Why are you not showing us them? Why are you faffing about doing all this
I think
endless...
but then you got plenty of the new stories. You got all about Finn as the stormtrooper who defects. That's not a spoiler. That happens
Well, that's pretty obvious from the trailer anyway.
it's pretty much the first scene.
I'm going to say that is not explored enough. That is not explored
There's
enough.
still
I
time.
didn't believe in that. This film is set in a distant galaxy long, long ago. It is expecting me to suspend my disbelief. And John Williams can play all his instruments as much as he likes and try to distract me with the beauty and majesticness of what is happening on screen. But I need logic in this universe. It can't just all just...
And where was not the logic? If you could... Well, no, sorry, carry on. We'll come to details in a bit.
The logic was that there's obviously this huge threat, which is what is it called? The First Order?
Yes.
Which is a remnant of the Empire.
Of the Empire,
Okay.
yes, of the dark side.
Okay, so first of all, my question is, what was the point of what they were faffing about doing in the original trilogy anyway? Because these guys seem enormously powerful. And
They ran the Empire.
Yeah, but I need to understand how and why, and none of this is explored. there's
If
a
you
big
want the
gap.
how and the why of the Empire.
Oh, I have to
everything.
read an enormous Wikipedia page, do I? Like they're assuming everybody else in the audience.
You just have to watch the first 3 films. That's all about the administration and the trade agreements and the TDM.
It's precisely because I've watched the first 3 films that I know that this was a carbon copy. That there's nothing new here. There's literally nothing new. It's just an HD version of the first film. Now, honestly, I'm sounding very annoyed, but I went in with such an open heart and such an open mind, desperate for it to woo me so that I could be as enthusiastic about it as everybody else has been while I've been caught up on other better science fiction adventures. There was always
the 90s.
There was from the 80s, Star Wars. There was always a part of me that all along wanted to be as enthusiastic about Star Wars as everybody else. But it's the same problem I have with the Russell T Davies era of Doctor Who. Not so much Stephen Moffat. Stephen Moffat writes himself in circles and almost up his own backside. But at least he's trying something new. Russell T Davies was paint by numbers. This was paint by Star Wars numbers. They just took A New Hope and did the same thing again. And this is why I left the cinema thinking, I'm genuinely concerned about the future of Hollywood because this is going to make a killing. Jurassic World made a killing.
We can't compare those 2 films because Jurassic World was pants. This was quite good.
They are the same. They are all the same.
There are no dinosaurs in a galaxy far, far away.
No, I'm saying they're all the same as what came before. We are stuck on a loop. It's like, what's that film that goes around in circles? Groundhog Day or whatever.
Groundhog
It's just
Day.
endless.
Groundhog Day is an amazing film.
And they think that bigger is better. Just scale everything up, make it look shinier, and it's not. I mean, I'm going to be very unpopular for saying this, and I may have to hand in my resignation when I've finished my next sentence. But I may have very much preferred George Lucas's sitting down in rooms and talking about politics approach, because at least that was a logical.
Your resignation is accepted.
No, listen.
Please clear your desk.
That was interesting because it's how it works. It's how this universe works. You can't just say, oh, the Force, with your magical hands, everything's better again now, oh, the Force.
What? No one ever said that. That's not a thing.
The Force is basically magic.
Yes. Yes. The Force is everything that isn't science, that isn't measurable, that isn't it's the fantastic, it's the exciting, the part of us that we can't quantify or science away as molecules or atoms and things. It's the bit that makes us people. It's the exciting, it's the spark, it's the fun bit that it's the bit
thing
that
is,
writes.
In the prequels and the originals, I got the distinct impression that while the Force is make-believe, it's a trainable aspect of the human mind and our connection to, as you say, what is unknown and very mysterious about the universe. I mean, there's plenty of that in our real world that we don't quite understand. In this one, it was basically just, oh, look, there's the Force. And it worried me because it just annoyed me as much as if you're a Doctor Who fan when David Tennant clicked his fingers and the doors to the TARDIS magically opened.
That's very different because he shares a very strong and very deep link with his TARDIS.
Does he? Well, that's very convenient, isn't it?
I would. May I offer a rebuttal?
You may.
Thank you.
I do have a few more points to
Oh,
raise.
Lord. All right, well, we'll come back to those in just a second.
Yes.
I want to say that this was...
In fact, no. Honestly, I'm going to let you. I'm going to let you finish. But
all right, Kanye.
No.
You're the...
No, really, because I need to hear you say something.
I'm drinking my tea.
I need to hear you say something that isn't wishy-washy. Oh, lovely. It's about emotions and stuff. Because you have to confess that when you're dealing with a fictional universe, you have to stick to the rules invented therein. You have to. You know what I mean. There needs to be an element of logic, even if it's even